Hi, this is Tiffany, and I love AVA Live Radio.
This is Brian J. Klein, and I love AVA Live music.
Hi, this is Naomi Som from Blue Cinema, and I love AVA Live Radio.
Hi, this is Steve Minotti, and I love AVA Live Radio.
Hey guys, this is Jacqueline Jackson, and I love AVA Live Radio.
Lane Nash, and I love AVA Live Radio.
Hi, we're Orange Avenue,
and we love AVA Live Radio.
Hey there guys, this is Jacqueline Jax here with you on Hot Topic Tuesday, and today I'm going to be going over with the marketing tips of the day from AVA Live Radio. We had those tips up for you every single day this week, and I am here to go over last week's tips with you and expand on them because we had a lot of questions and I want to make sure you get your questions answered. So starting out with the first one, it was marketing tip of the day on Monday came out, and it was web-friendly websites. Now, I basically talked about no matter what the goal of your business website is, whether it's a personal blog or a music site or whatever it is that you're selling through it, you want to make sure that a good design is your essential. You want to make sure that that is the number one thing that you look at when you're creating your website, and you're going to put something forward so that it will attract viewers and keep them interested. Now, when you're designing your site, it's very important to be very clear. Make sure the navigation is up at the top and also at the bottom, maybe on the side as well. Avoid bright neon colors, and what we mean by that is like neon yellow, things that would disappear on a white screen, or maybe be too contrasting on a black screen that disappears. We don't want stuff like that. We want things to be very clear, very informative, distinct, and short. Every word counts, so you'll want to keep your text filled with rich keywords, but not spammy. That makes sense without overstating your point. So keep it simple, keep it clear, and use some very, very good images. But when it comes to images, you want to make sure that you keep them to a minimum in the way that they're not in the way of your website. Because web crawlers, as we know, or you may not know, they don't recognize images. So when you do have an image, make sure it's titled well and has your keywords in the title, and make sure that they're not overwhelming your page. So that way when a web crawler indexes the page, it will actually know what it's indexing. Otherwise, it really could skip it and maybe not even land on your second page, and you might be missing the whole thing altogether. So if you help your customers get what they want without overwhelming them, you'll have a successful website. Just make sure it's all very clear and attractive, and make sure that content stays fresh. If you want to check out a really good website, go to avaliveradio.com if you haven't already. And this month we've got a lot of page views going off on the site. So it's really, really doing well with our search engines, our tagging, and all of the great shows that we've been posting. You'll want to go check that out. If you have any questions, be sure to get in touch with me, Jacqueline Jax, through avaliveradio.com, and I am happy to answer your questions, whatever they are. So marketing tip of the day for on Tuesday was the power of permissions. Here we're talking about email marketing, and it's really important because these days it's very competitive online, and you want to make sure that you get permission to be to have those people sign up for your email. If you don't get permission, what happens is typically your emails will go into their spam filters and their spam boxes, and that will not do you any good, of course, leaving you only really able to contact with them directly through Facebook. So you definitely want to have your own list, and you want to have it on your website, and make sure that it's got a nice permission in box so that they can check and really decide if they want to hear more from you or not. It's not like a trick field. You just really want people to know what they're signing up for and know that they're going to get valuable content. So the best way to do this is you can sign up with a blog, maybe WordPress, or you can use one of the great filtering apps on there and add those to your website. Also, Reverb Nation has them built in. There are a lot of really great websites out there for musicians and companies, and they have those invite permission marketing filters built into them. So you definitely want to sign up and keep that in the back of your mind when you're collecting your permissions for your email. One more thing I just wanted to add with it is just remember when you do email people, you want to keep an eye on what you're emailing them and make sure that the content is very friendly and open, and make sure that it's not like a spam mail. No neon colors, like I said before. Don't go crazy with the images. Make it just as many images as content, and make your content very valuable so that people will be interested and won't opt out for your emails. And we have more of that going on too in our branding and our marketing tips of the day. It'll give you some examples of what you should write an email like, and something that will be good for musicians, good for brands, good for businesses. We'll give you all those examples there too. So just sign up for avaliveradio.com and you'll hit the subscribe button, opt in, sign the permission slip, and you again will get those emails. Now on day 3 we had measure your social media success. If you haven't already figured out how to measure, then you can also do that through different areas of social media. If it's not on your website, like we have a WordPress website for AVA Live Radio because it gives us great stats, you can have a Google stat attached to your website. There's lots of back-end things so you can collect data. You can also do it through your social media pages like Facebook. You can get those stats when you sign up for a business account. If you're using social media to promote your projects, blogs, or businesses, or your music, you'll want to make sure that you check your efforts and make sure that they're being reached in a level of success that you hope that they would be. Set your goals and make sure you keep going back to those stats and measure which posts people are paying attention to and which ones they're not really paying attention to. That will help you shape what your listeners actually want to see and hear as far as your videos and everything else that you're offering. When you get that involved with your tracking your stats, I think it's really important because you do want to pay attention to what your followers like and dislike, and you don't want to be too spammy on social media. It's very good to be very clear and promote your products and offer discounts and giveaways and stuff, but you definitely want to appeal to your audience as well as you can, and it's good to listen to them. So keep an eye on those stats and keep an eye on those responses, and that will really help you kind of find a pattern for media success. The last one is no Death Valley websites, and this one we had a lot of questions about, and a lot of people sent in their website links so that we could take a look at them. We were really excited to see them because some of you have been really taking the tips to heart and doing a great job, and then some people just need a little tweaking and you'll be right there. But basically I just wanted to expand a little bit on it as the last point for today, and that is if you're keeping your web content up to date, then you definitely won't have a Death Valley website, and that's what we're talking about. If somebody goes back to your website and they see it's the same content and it's the same website for a year in a row, they're not likely to go back there again for any reason. If it's not updated with your events or your calendars or whatever it is that you have promoted or to promote that month, then why even have it? It's not really doing you any good, and nobody will find any reason to go there. So you definitely want to update your news, your blogs. It's great to write a blog. Definitely update your events. If you're a musician, post your new music, post blogs about when you're, making new music, or maybe some pictures from the studio as you go along. Those are always great posts, and share them from that .com with your Facebook and Twitter. It's easy to feel like you're constantly updating stuff because you're always on Facebook and Twitter, but if you start with your website first and you share out like a spider web, then you'll definitely be killing all of the birds with one stone, and it will be easier on your time. You won't feel like you're always updating. Now, if someone goes to your site and they see that your last entry was posted like a year ago, that's definitely a Death Valley website. So try to avoid anything like that. I know that you guys can definitely go on somewhere in that 365 days and find a way. I like to keep a schedule on my personal blog and make sure that I update it at least once a week with some of the fun things that are happening here on AVA Live Radio and also on the fashion for Jackie's Boutique. For instance, if you were to go to my JacquelineJacks.com page right now, you would see the party that I just went to over the weekends, and you would see the fashion photo shoots and the new videos from the video page at Jack's Couture on YouTube, and all the fun projects that I'm doing, and also a post for this show. So you can see we update everything around here often and keep everybody informed, and those mailing lists go off of those websites. So if you kind of shape things up that way, it'll be a lot easier for you. It won't take as much time, and you'll kind of have everything radiating off of something you own, like your own.com, rather than just on social media. So those are my tips for the day, and I'm so glad you guys came and listened to me. It's so nice to see you here on AVA Live Radio. Don't forget, we've got New Music Monday that we just did yesterday, so I want you to go back and check out the website and listen to Rob Hill's music. He's a really great artist from Canada. We enjoyed having him on the show. As always, guys, I love you too much. Really, really do, and I can't wait to see you on Facebook and Twitter very soon. Be sure to send me those websites. I can't wait to see what you guys have been doing, and I'll catch you later. This is Jacqueline Jax for AVA Live Radio. Have a great day.